Okay, take 3. We're having a lot of fun getting back into streaming at home. Alright, I am now actually live on YouTube. There we go. Yep, I'm live on both. So Bob, a little update from yesterday picking up that arcade. I got connected with a guy who collects Stern arcade machines, and he was like, I could do like, you know, $600. I was like, or if you have a pinball machine you want to just trade straight up, let me know. And he has a gold ball pinball machine, which is another Bally, and it's a George Christian design. So we're gonna trade straight up. So I'll be getting gold ball here soon. So we're both really happy, because I'm getting a game that I would like to have. If I could get all the George Christian designs, I would love that. So I'm getting a new George Christian design, and then he is getting Stern Arcade that he doesn't have. So we're both really happy. Oh, you watched the Expo panel this morning, great stuff. Yeah, dude, and we shouted you out. Wait, you aren't getting a machine today? I might be getting a machine today. I think he wants to meet today, the me. Also, how are you doing? I think he wants to meet today. He's in Wisconsin though, so I'm not sure if he's gonna be able to make it over or not. But another George Christian Bally pinball machine. We can look it up even. I can show you here what it looks like. Hold on. Man, my allergies have been not good. Not good at all. I just got done sneezing like crazy before going on stream. Okay, share the computer. So, gold ball. Pretty cool concept. Definitely not a tournament game because, so first off, George Christian, my favorite designer from the 80s and I guess early 90s. What was the first earliest game he made? He made an EM. 76, Freedom. But then they made a SS model of that too. So 76 up to 86. So 10 years of making pinball machines. Led Zeppelin technically is not... This is just a redone Freedom. And so he gets credit for the design because of that. Anyway, gold ball. The whole idea is there is a gold ball, literally, in, let's see if we can get a photo. Why did Trump just pop up on my computer? Let's see. Yeah, they don't have any photos here of the actual gold ball, but I can show you. It's got a stencil design, which is kind of old school and cool. But there's the playfield. So nothing too crazy. You got 4 rollovers here, and then you have a star target, which I think gold ball special when flashing. So basically down here, which also that looks a lot like Motordome, which is, I just realized, down here there is a like diverter. So there's a gold ball in the machine right here, and you can set your percentage to how often the gold ball will kick out. So the ball, your standard silver ball will drain, and while it's down here, there's a diverter that will stop the silver ball from kicking out, and instead it'll spit a gold ball out. And if you get the gold ball, you get 3 times playfield score. So that's the reason why it's not a good tournament game. Unless if you can turn that off. I don't know if you can or not. But yeah, you got your spinner here. That's a cool standard shot. It'll shoot it up here. Hopefully you get your rollovers. If you get all 4 and spell play, I believe you first light your extra ball, and then you get your extra ball, and then, or maybe it's 50,000 first. I don't know. We'll figure it out together. Making 1, 2, 3 targets advances multiplier. Oh, so this is your play or your end of ball multiplier, because you can get a 2x or a 3x. And then this is your bonus. So 3,000, 6,000, 9,000, all the way up, I guess, to 30,000. And then you can spell gold ball. It's really hard to tell in this picture, but there's basically 3 different targets in the middle. Yeah, and then there's like this is cool. Like it's, you know, a ball save in a sense. Hopefully it goes through there. But on the right, you've only got an out lane, no in lane. So a little different design for sure. It's cool. I'm excited. It's not, I mean, maybe I'll totally fall in love with the game. It's not my most sought after George Christian by any means. But it has been on my radar. I've been interested in it. Sorry, I sound really stuffed up because I am. Yeah, the ones I still would love to get from him are Beat the Clock, because it's such a different design. This game is literally like a time-based game. The original Fireball is pretty fantastic with the giant spinner. 8-Ball Deluxe. See, I'm about to get Gold Ball. This is the same same year as X's and O's, so that's kind of cool. Speakeasy, I would like to get. It's not on the top of my list. Frontier's on the top of my list, and so is Mystic. I played Nitro Ground Shaker at Expo, and that was actually pretty cool. I hear a lot of good stuff about Dolly Parton, and Future Spa is on the top of my list. That playfield design is nuts. Now, I hope I don't get flagged for the pictures. I'd probably want to figure out some sort of what you can't. I mean, it's on the playfield too. Like, that's the only reason why I wouldn't buy it, is because it's just got, the photos are kind of, you know, risque. Like way more than hard body. Let's see, playfield though. Look at the playfield here. This, if you've never seen Future Spot playfield, God, give me a zoomed out shot. Come on, come on. I'll look at Fireball in a second here. Here we go. Okay. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rollovers up top. And then it's an ultra wide body. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4 left lane. This far left actually is a ball save, and it spits it back out. But then on the right, you've got 2 pop bumpers, and then you can drain right here. But not necessarily, because it could go here. Yeah, so it would drain here, but you could get it here and you could pop it back over and have it go back to this right flipper. So, but this is all about your bonus, which is hitting these targets right here. So this game is wild, and it definitely, they have it at lit. It's super fun to play, but the back glass, like I said, is a little Not my cup of tea. You said Fireball. Where is it? Oh, it's down. Oh, wait, was it up there? Nope. Fireball Classic. 85. Yep. So. All right. Let's get back to playing. But yeah, Gold Ball should be showing up pretty soon. So yeah. Future Spa is good, yes. The Beamy. The Beamy knows. Both of the streams you watched last night had machines with outlanes like that. Oh, cool. Flipside Memphis has a Future Spa. Yeah, Lit has one. So, I mean, like, I don't have to get one because they have one there and I'll play it there for 50 cents. And I'm, like, decent enough that I'll get a free game. But it's also just, like, such a wild game. So, yeah. Out of the games, I think, ooh, that was loud. Out of the George Christian designs, I'd like to get Beat the Clock. Dang. Yeah, Beat the Clock. Frontier, Mystic, and Future Spa. I think those would be my top 4 that I really would like to get. There we go. Fireball must have been a reissue. Well, it was originally an EM. Fireball was an EM, and then they made a solid state version of it. Which I don't think they're both George Christian. So that actually is interesting. I'll look at that after this game. Because I know Fireball 2, like the whole fun about Fireball is you have that giant spinning disc on the playfield, and it has the like grips to be able to grab the ball and just like send it in weird places. Drop target's not going down. But I guess Fireball 2 like doesn't have that, and it's not a George Christian design. So it's kind of like, dude, you kind of took away the whole thing. That was the point of Fireball, was that giant spinning disc. So, Carpool Pinball here on Twitch. Okay. I'll have to check them out. Okay, so we were gonna look at Fireball quick. The solid state. Let's see here. Sorry, that's the chat. You know, that's a way I could show YouTube's chat if I wanted. Alright. No, there's a better way for me to get your chats together. I just haven't figured it out yet. Fireball. So this is what I'm confused about. There's 2 Fireballs. And they're both called Fireball Classic. But this one doesn't have any information. I wonder if they accidentally just put it in there twice. Oh, they produced some in Germany. Got it. Okay, so some of them were produced in Germany. And I guess some of them were produced at Bally. That's probably what it is. Okay. So yeah, it's not too expensive at all. I mean, for an older pinball machine, obviously that's a lot of money still. Oh, it's 6803. Oh God. Now I have to get it. Okay. But yeah, this is what I'm talking about here. So, you got just this giant spinning disc, but it has these ridges that really grips the ball. Way more than like Turtles or Beatles. What other things have a spinning disc? Anyway, like the modern games that have like a spinning thing, like it definitely messes with the ball, but not anywhere close to this. This like grip it can really grab the ball and then just whip it in crazy places. So yeah, this game is a blast. It's got a cool skill shot too. You go up here, and then I think you have to hit that shot to get your skill shot. That or else it will go around and down. So yeah, there's a captive ball also, right? So yeah, this game is great. I would definitely want this game too. My brother actually wants this game even more than me. He said if he would own any pinball machine, that would be his choice. There was a home version of Fireball, but it doesn't have a spinning disc. It's only worth like 150 bucks or something like that. So it's not like the whole point of buying Fireball is that. Now, actually, let me show you one more thing. Why I actually like the EM version more. So we have to pull up the EM version. So 72 is when the original one came out. And that's not George Christian. But there's one big difference to this game, and that is the flippers. Which also, if I were to get a Fireball, I'd want an EM. As you can see, these flippers are very different. They slide back and forth. So basically, they could be, let's see if I can get another photo of them not together. Yeah, so this is what they look like. And then if you hit a certain button, that's a horrible photo. There's certain buttons that release Odin, basically opening the flippers, and release Wotan, opening the flippers, but then there's another button you can push here somewhere that will close the flippers. So it's a very different, unique design. So they'll be like normal style flippers, and then when they close, they budge, like nudge up to each other. So you basically can only drain out the left or the right as long as you don't flip the flippers in the middle. Kind of interesting. Zipper flippers, yeah. So totally different from the EM or the solid state. On is an EM, other a solid state. I don't know what you mean by that. But welcome people on YouTube. We got 5 people on YouTube. That's awesome. We've had a lot more YouTube people lately. I'm sorry. I got bad allergies right now. Did you guys find me at Expo and that's why you're watching, or you're just new? Have you been here for a long time? If you haven't watched my Expo presentation, you can catch it at Pinball News. Pinball News. But yeah, if I were to get a Fireball, I think I'd want the EM. As long as it's working good. Ah! For those who didn't hear earlier in the stream, yesterday I did pick up a Stern arcade machine. It is Super Draw, which is a rare, it's a rare, like, conversion kit that Stern made. It was originally a Super Cobra. It actually says it on the front, inside. It says Super Cobra. So the machine was originally a Super Cobra, and somebody converted it to Super Draw, which is a totally different game, but it's a poker game. So this guy I got connected with through another person that I know in the arcade slash pinball community. He has a gold ball, and he collects Stern arcade machines. So he is gonna just straight up trade me this Stern arcade machine for gold ball pinball. So that's exciting. And gold ball is another George Christian design, which this Black Pyramid is, X's and O's is, and Lady Luck, which are the other George Christian games I have. So I'm going to be adding one more George Christian game to the collection. Oh, almost got the 2X. There we go. Get a Wonderland 3/4 scale. You know what? I didn't even get to try that at Expo. Did anybody try the Wonderland? Because it's like a smaller ball too, isn't it? I never got to try it. I don't know how it feels. Org Dog has a future spa. Hasn't streamed in a month. Got it. It is miserable. Oh boy. That's not good. I guess the only way you can get parts are from them, right? I know they're trying to go for the home market. They're trying to go under $1,000, I believe. I mean, best of luck to them. If they're, you know, able to make it happen, that's great. But I think I'd take my $1,000 and put it towards a modern Stern instead. But that's just me, you know. I route machines. I collect all that stuff. So this is way too fast. I like playing this with the legs not so high up. But I guess it might make me a better player. Oh, boy. Shoot. But hoping to get another Stern Pro soon. I think I'm holding off on Godzilla or Harry Potter for the time being. Just money-wise, we've got some other things in our family that we want to focus on and take care of. So money-wise and also just business decision-wise, getting another Pro would be a great idea. So one of them will always be at home, and then two of them will be at the American Legion. And I will swap them out probably every, I don't know, 4 months? Unless if I really get, you know, tired of a game at home and I want to swap it earlier. But, I also need to build my portable rig. And that costs money too. So, I want to build the portable rig. I want to be able to focus on getting you guys more content. Ideally not just from a cell phone. So, if I can get the portable rig, I can bring it to the Legion, or even just like a portable rig in here, right? Then that would motivate me to like get hard body fixed, get X's and O's, do a playfield swap. So, yeah. Just things to think about, and then I'll have Gold Ball too. So, just some different games to show off. Ah, jeez. I'm having a hard time with this one. Well, I've heard through the grapevine that Pokemon is happening in 2026. I heard that Jack Danger originally started the design, but I guess George Gomez has taken over. Because we all know Jack Danger went over to the streaming / representative face of the company kind of thing. And it was really good to run into him again at Expo. He definitely seemed to be in a much better spirit and mood. Because I met him last year at Expo. He was very nice, but you could tell he was just exhausted. And he had just gotten like done with X-Men, right? Like X-Men was being featured at Expo, and people were in line like crazy for it. And, you know, getting some feedback about the code, which he doesn't do any of that. He just makes the design for the game. And they've definitely gotten a lot better with the code from a year ago. That could be one of the pros that I could get. And I would be interested in that. Talk show and podcast, not pinball. Uh-oh. Hold on. Yeah, you're right. Well, should I stop? Well, no, we already got YouTube going though. I can't stop YouTube without, or I can't stop Twitch without stopping YouTube. Let's see if I can put myself in pinball. Pinball. Yeah, Twitch is all weird, man. That is not the right pinball category. I'll have to update it tomorrow. Pinball. I wonder if, you know what? I know that Jack Danger said he was gonna work on changing the logo for pinball. So I wonder if that category is down right now. But take a look, see if it's up. See if is there a pinball category in Twitch right now, I guess is what I'm saying. Because that's the only thing I could think of. Gotta lose all the balls, Pokemon. Yeah, Pokemon Pinball is potential to be a very, very awesome game. I've never seen George Gomez. Well, I guess he did a fan layout with Monster Bash. I just don't want it to be a fan layout. Nothing against fan layouts, but I feel like something like Pokemon Pinball, you gotta put some unique creative spin on it. Jeez, we're done. It does say pinball. Okay. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Alright, let's try to get a good game in. But yeah, Pokemon Pinball next year is supposed to be happening, I guess. That is going to be... God. That is going to be a must for me. Because A, Jack Danger-esque design. B, Pokemon. which honestly I'm not really into anymore, but I was very into Pokemon Pinball as a kid, and the idea of what they could do with Insider Connect, and hopefully be able to like trade your Pokemon to other people through Insider Connect would be sweet. I could see them do some sort of like, you know how Pokemon Go had like random gym battles and stuff like that. I could see they doing like how John Wick is like a timed event for contracts. I could see them being like, hey, for this day only, come and battle blah 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 on your Pokemon Pinball or whatever, you know, like as an operator, I bet that game will pay itself off real quick. So, I mean, I'll have to see what it looks like. But that is probably the first pinball machine that I will buy brand new. And yeah, I'll put it on location at the American Legion. Shh. Probably for like 3 months. See how much revenue it can build, and then we'll bring it on stream. But hopefully by then I have like a portable streaming rig set up, so I can just stream it at home. Or stream it there. We already got TMNT Pinball. Is that supposed to happen again? Another Turtles Pinball? I think people would lose their mind if they did another Turtles Pinball. I would be down with another Turtles Pinball. But also, there are so many other franchises that I would rather see. Like, if we're talking... I'm getting my ass handed to me. It's coming, huh? I have not heard that. This is the first time hearing TMNT. Do you got a link you can put in the chat for me to take a look at? That would actually that would probably make John Borg's TMNT even cheaper to get. Wow, it's just left drain, man. Alright. You're making me want to look this up. I'm gonna play one more game, and then I'm gonna look this up. It was in Mount Nelson at Pinfest. When was Pinfest? Because this is the first I am hearing about that. Like, none of the pinball influencers have mentioned that at all. Yeah, let's talk titles we'd like to see. So, let's talk, like, based off of a cartoon. What titles we would like to see. Me, personally... I know it's never gonna happen, unless if like maybe Spooky did it. Homestar Runner. Oh my god, I have so many ideas for what Homestar Runner Pinball could be. Yeah, Homestar Runner. So we already covered, like, X-Men already had, you know, comic book style one. What are some other cartoons I watched a lot as a kid? Recess? I don't know if there'd be enough. I mean, it was a pretty big show, but I don't think there'd be enough interest, so I feel like that would have to be, like, a more boutique. I don't see that coming from Stern. Like, Recess is not probably a big enough. Oh, Chicago Bob, you know Homestar Runner. I love it. Recess would be cool. I loved watching that show as a kid. Man, what were the shows we watched? Recess, Doug, Pepper Ann. I also watched Jetsons and, you know, Flintstones, which there is already both of those. Although the Flintstones is based off of the movie. That would be cool if they redid a Flintstones, right? Oh. V-pin for ad games TMNT. Got it. Yeah, that wouldn't make sense to me that, like, TMNT just happened within, what, probably 6 years? When did TMNT come out? Actually, it'd be less than 6 years, wouldn't it? Because it has Insider Connect. And Insider Connect has been around for 4 years. Alright, list off some other cartoons. Or you can just say Dream Theme. I would like to see a Rage Against the Machine pinball machine. I would like them to be done... I would like it to be done by... I think it would be cool having Stern do it, but they would have to, like, include all of the F-bomb lyrics in the songs. Or that would be very much anti-Rage Against the Machine. If you're like, yeah, we can put your music in this pinball machine, but we just have to... We have to have a kid-friendly version. They'd be like... No. Woo. Okay. We're doing alright. Whoa. Check your chat in a minute here. Get up there! Alright, extra ball. We got the extra ball. I see the B is out again on in the top of the play field. I think I just might need to resolder that. Like it goes in and out. Another free game. Just a hair late. 3 free games. Four free games. That's awesome. Oh, it bounced out! Shoot, that was a good game. 5 free games in 1 ball. You said this isn't a cartoon, but old British TV show The Prison. I've never seen that. The Beat Me, I agree we need more music pinballs, but I think a lot of other people would say, no, we don't. We have Iron Maiden, Foo Fighters, Metallica, Elton John, God, what other music pins do we have? Aerosmith, AC/DC, Guns N' Roses, what else? What else am I missing? I don't disagree with you. I'm all for more music pins. I think music pins are really fun. There we go. They do sell. You're not wrong. People like them. But there are definitely people out there that are like... Well, I think what people don't want is like I gotta be careful in how I say this, but like, obviously... Oh, Rush. Thomas Obi again with reminding me about Rush and only coming in when it has to do with Rush Pinball. I gotta come play Rush tonight, buddy. What was I saying? I think a lot of people, you know, let's be honest, let's be real. A large demographic of people who are buying pinball machines brand new are probably at least, like, I'm the outlier. There's not a lot of other people my age, A, that are buying pinball machines at all, but B, that are buying new pinball machines. So I understand that, like, I mean, if you think about it, a lot of the pinball machines are like basically just rock bands, right? Elton John, I think, being the outlier. Pretty much all of those music pins that I just listed off are rock bands. Nothing wrong with it. But I think that it's like a lot of, you know, obviously a lot of people who are the typical demographic that are buying pinball machines, like that's the kind of music that a lot of them like. But like, I don't really listen to Guns N' Roses, not against it, I just don't listen to them. I don't listen to Iron Maiden at all, even though it's an incredible pinball machine. Like, I'll probably get an Iron Maiden eventually just because it's such a great machine, but like, I don't care about Iron Maiden's music at all. Prior to Foo Fighters, I didn't really listen to them. I've come to like their music. Same thing with Rush. Like, I don't really listen to Rush other than like I knew like 1.5 songs from Rush. Now, playing it at OB's a lot, I've gotten to know their music. Ooh, I had one shot left. Oh yeah, Dolly Parton, right. Wow, 3 million here. This is a really good game. How much we got? 3.5? 3.5 million. That's a really good game. But yeah, I mean, let's look it up. So like, I would like when they did Elton John, that's like, wow, cool. They're doing a totally like different vibe for pinball music pins. All right, let's look it up here. Music pinballs. Like, I don't listen to Metallica either. Nothing against him. I just don't listen to him. Music pinball machines, database, Kineticist. Let's see what we got. Metallica, ABBA, that's right. So ABBA, but a lot of people say that's not really a good game. But that's a totally different, you know, pop artist, right? Foo Fighters. Oh, Spinal Tap, that's got to be a home pin. Queen is Pinball Brothers. I haven't played that yet. Anybody play Queen? Weird Al, yeah, I guess that counts. Rush. Oh, Led Zeppelin. See, same thing. Like, I feel like Rush, Led Zeppelin, Guns N' Roses, AC/DC, Alice Cooper, Iron Maiden, Aerosmith, like all of that. Kiss, Metallica, Rolling Stones. There's another Guns N' Roses, that's right. All of those are like a very specific demographic of like, most of the people that are fans of that music are the ones who have the money typically at that point in life to have extra money to spend on pinball machines. So, but yeah, that's kind of, I mean, like, these are technically music pins, but they're not based off of a band. These are just like, yeah, I wouldn't count I wouldn't count all of these. So yeah, we kind of covered pretty much all of them. But yeah, I would like to see, like, Rage Against the Machine would be totally different than like Rush or Led Zeppelin. As much as I'm not really into her music, Taylor Swift, if they were to make a Taylor Swift pinball machine, that thing would sell. That thing would sell, dude. What other music pins would I like to see? I mean, my favorite band is Norma Jean, but I know they'll never make a Norma Jean pinball machine because it's like very specific hardcore metal music that not a lot of people listen to. That's usually what I'm listening to when I'm playing Foo Fighters, because I'm listening to Norma Jean. Jeez. Non-cartoon. Land of the Lost TV series would be a good pin. I don't know Land of the Lost. Yeah, Taylor Swift would be very expensive. It would have to be Jersey Jack. Like, you know, for the amount of money that they spent on Harry Potter, like... Here's what I don't understand is, like... They spent $4 million, I think, right? Here, I'll finish this ball, and then we'll look this up and end the stream together. Woo. Wow, I'm getting my butt handed to me on pinball today. Although the last game was really good. Alright, hold on. That's our chat again. How you doing, Beamy? Okay. How much did Jersey Jack pay for Harry Potter? I think I remember them saying it was like $4 million. 1.2 for Willy Wonka. Let's see. You're not a pinball wizard, Harry. 10 million? No way. Did they really pay 10 million? Oh yeah. Kapow offered 4 million for Harry Potter and it wasn't enough. That did not work. Was it really 10 million for Harry Potter? Jersey Jack pinball. I feel like I heard them say 4 million. I don't remember. You got anything here? Nope. Okay, let's just say it was 4 million. All right. Let's do a calculator. Let's give the benefit of the doubt that they sell only CEs. Harry Potter CE. Collector's edition goes for $14.99, right? 15,000, let's say. So 15,000. Let's say. Let's give them like, okay, they're not even selling. So let's say it's 4 million. We divide that. Now obviously you're also having to like pay employees, pay designers, pay all of that. This is just the licensing alone. Say it was 4 million. How many at 15,000? No, I did that wrong. Was that 400,000 instead of 4 million? No, that was 4 million. That would not make sense. Only 266 pinball machines. What am I doing wrong here in math? 4 to pay for the license alone, right? There's no way that 15,000 goes into 4 million. I guess that might be right. I guess that is right. So I guess they have to sell 266. But again, it costs, okay, but it costs them, let's say, 8 million or 8,000 maybe to make the machine. So if you're minusing that, let's be generous. Oops. Let's be generous and say it costs them 7,000 to make a machine. Okay? And that's like parts and labor, paying the designer, all that stuff. 8,000 per machine. So now 4 million divided by 8,000. So they'd have to sell 500 machines in order to make... That doesn't make sense. Am I doing the math wrong? Because 8,000 times 500 is not 4 million. Is it? Yeah, it is. Okay. So they'd have to sell 500 machines in order just to pay off the licensing. I guess that's doable for them, right? So here's to them making their money back. Hopefully continuing to stay alive as a company. But of course, that was only CEs. That's the really expensive guys. They probably get the most margin on these, right? Because it doesn't cost any more for the playfield. Making the playfield is the same exact thing. The side art, I think it's like a butter cab, right? It's not a, I don't remember. Is it just a sticker or whatever? The powder coating, I don't know how much that would cost them. There's extra lights, that probably doesn't cost too much. So this is probably their best, like, margin, I'm guessing. But I also have no idea what I'm talking about. I could be absolutely wrong. So, alright, I'm gonna end it here. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. I gotta go. YouTube, it's lunchtime somewhere. Hopefully, soon we'll have Gold Ball on stream. I am waiting to hear back from him about when he wants to bring it over. He said it's fully working. Fingers crossed. But we'll see you later, YouTube.